I'm kind of curious about just your history of programming, or like,
Mhm.
for him, it's like I can get it. He trained under Bergeron. He trained, he did his own stuff. He worked out with some of the best athletes in the world for a while. Obviously, you've have some experience, but like for you to be the guy that he's kind of consulting with on programming or trusting with some of the programming is a pretty big compliment. So how did that happen?
Yeah. So that's a question more for him where he's at with that. But my own experience with programming is so when I started getting really into working out and started competing in powerlifting, the internet was a little smaller. And so I don't know if you guys know the brand Elite FTS.
Sounds familiar.
They're an equipment company. They similar to Rogue, but they operate far more in the powerlifting space. Like that is their niche. They had a Q&A forum that was really active with all of the best powerlifters in the world. Like I'm talking the absolute best powerlifters that were competing at the time. You could go in there and ask them any questions that you wanted, and they would respond because it was just smaller, right? Like the internet was a little bit smaller. You could talk to whoever you wanted. Like these guys weren't making a lot of money and didn't have a ton of followers. And so they were really open with the knowledge they had. So I spent a lot of time in there. I spent a lot of time reading books so Jim Wendler, like everybody knows 531, had all of his ebooks. Chad Wesley Smith, are you guys familiar with Juggernaut Strength Training?
Yes.
He's one of the best raw powerlifters in recent time. And we used to Facebook message back and forth. I was an annoying 14, 15-year-old that would just pepper him with questions, but he would answer all the time. And so I got a lot of mentorship through that online, and I had a powerlifting coach pretty early. His name is Clint Darden. He was also a big elite FTS guy and a really good powerlifter. And so I had a lot of mentorship there and learned the basic tenets of programming. And then when I moved to Full Range, Adam Milano and his wife Alicia own Full Range together, and he started coaching me. And he's not like a big name in the space. I was his only athlete that competed, but he was really legit and really good. And so I learned a lot through him as well.